Hi, I'm Joel and I am founder and director at Grow. So I guess what I did before I became an entrepreneur is I was a student. I started my first company in my second year of university. I was director of that for about 6 years until last year. I made a big switch and I jumped industries, jumped products, jumped everything, and I knew that I needed somebody to help me with that, so here I am at Oneday. I guess I grew up with two self-employed parents, so that was it wasn't the normal to go and get a job, and it wasn't fully encouraged to go and get a job. They wanted me to be educated in some way, so I went to uni, as does everybody, just because they don't know what else to do. But halfway through uni, I kind of realised that I was studying animation and graphic design. I didn't want to be either of those things, so I had to kind of create my own path. So yeah, that's when I started testing some things out and trying to sell some products online, and it kind of snowballed from there. So Grow is a small business growth program that also matches you with relevant experts to help teach you the skills you need to excel in the marketing channels that are right for your business. There's also a live chat support feature so that you can contact people in the Grow team and experts in their fields so that you can ask daily questions. It's a place for first-time founders and small business owners to learn everything they need to grow their company. I started the company, so I came into Oneday with an idea, and it wasn't exactly how it is now. The first 3 months or so, we invalidated that idea, I guess you'd call it, and found out that the world wasn't ready or didn't want the initial idea that I had. So I pivoted quite a few things at that point. And yeah, now I've been working full time on this idea for the last 6 to 9 months or so. I pivoted after the customer interviews section. So I spoke to a bunch of first-time founders and small business owners, and my initial idea was about an AI-powered management consultant, and essentially the world was not ready to take serious business advice from a GPT wrapper, essentially. And if we wanted to make that work, we would need to go and get huge amounts of funding to build a huge AI model, and even then people might not trust it. So we had to pivot. Yes, thanks to my mentor Juan. He gave me some stern words at times, and we got things kind of moving in the right direction. And you could just tell as soon as I changed the angle of my approach to customers and describing what I was doing to the product, they lit up in a different way to how they did before when I was describing it. So yeah, we made that change, and there's still many changes happening and many changes to come, but I'm glad I made that change. I joined Oneday because I was switching industries and businesses, and my previous business even though I was director of it for about 6 years, it never got past a point that I wanted it to, and I was kind of hitting a ceiling and I couldn't push past that. So I knew that if I wanted this next time round to go a lot better, which obviously I do, I knew that I'd need some external guidance. And I've never been part of a entrepreneurial community before, and Oneday was kind of my opportunity into that. So I jumped into it. I'm absolutely loving it. I didn't actually expect to, so I knew the networking would be kind of an aspect of it, but I didn't expect my squad to be so unbelievably helpful and involved in my life. So there's people in my squad that have specific skills that I need, and hopefully I have skills they need. So when I have a problem, I can just go straight to them and they're happy to help, and vice versa. So I've made a lot of progress, and I've learned a lot from the members in my squad, which was not something that I expected when I joined Oneday. My mentor is Juan, and yeah, we've had a fun year together. It's been great getting to know him and learning how he works and how he approaches business situations. The best thing about it is, I think for me, another surprising feature is the accountability. In the past, so I had a co-founder in my previous business, and we kept each other accountable, but if we kind of worked on different projects, I might slip and lose my focus on things like that. Because of the consistent meetings we're having and we're constantly presenting our new learnings, new ideas, it helps every single day with me, because I kind of have a target like, oh, by Tuesday night I have to have X done, and I push so much harder. I think it's easy to lose focus if you're a solopreneur and you're kind of lonely and you're in your own bubble and you're working on what you think is right. But every single week I'm reminded I've got other people's opinions and other people's learnings and ideas, and it puts me back on the right track.